Good morning, Jason. You're lucky you put up that video on Wednesday because I was thinking of doing a protest video this Thursday instead in case you missed another week, which would have been just me doing cool things and talking, but with the sound completely muted.
Things! Spaceship, spaceship, spaceship. They're in the Wi-Fi!
Sorry it's really painful leaving England, but that's like saying I'm sorry you had lots of fun in this really cool place, which I'm not really sorry for. If anything, it showed that you had a really good time, so I guess that's a plus. But I understand the sadness of, who knows when you'll see these people again kind of thing. I was a wreck when I left Winnipeg, but that's because it was the only thing I had ever known, and it was where, all of my friends and family were. So I didn't really have that experience that you had of having people all over before you had to move to all these places. But I'd like to say it gets better, but that sounds cheesy these days. But I do support you going back to England in the future because I agree with Aaron's comment of having you there in a fun travel destination means that I can come visit you there, and I haven't been to London yet, so that's exciting for me. So I have my fingers crossed for you to also. So as I mentioned in my last video, I was going to do kind of a reaction to E3 thing this week. Everyone has laid down their cards and have given away their big secrets that they were trying to keep for the conferences, and there pretty much seems to be a clear winner. Everyone seems to be in agreement that the PS4 is taking it this time around. But once you start thinking about this, it seems like an empty title to give to the PS4. It's not like they went out there and showed anything groundbreaking. They had a few really big software launches, so Kingdom Hearts 3 ended up being real from that rumor last week, which is kind of the only thing that's really taken over my Twitter feed and Tumblr feed right now. So I'm not really sure what else to be excited for on that front. The thing is, Sony was really much able to capitalize on the hole that Microsoft dug for themselves over the last few weeks. They pretty much just had to walk out there on stage and be like, hey, our system plays games the way you've always played games, which is exactly what you want, and it made people really happy. It's not hard to do that. You've been doing it for years. So I'm not gonna be like, hats off, PS4, good job at doing what you do. But it's sad when that's all that you're asking for these days. Other than that, Nintendo had some classic launch titles. All their big names are coming back to the system, which they all look pretty solid. They're gonna be bought. They're gonna make Nintendo a lot of money, enough to make the Wii U catch on finally. Maybe, maybe not. They really shied away from showing the gamepad this time around. I feel like they're trying to really focus on software, which is probably good for them, even though that touchpad is kind of the unique feature of their system that they had previously tried to capitalize on. So this week has been very video game filled for me, since I work in games. There we watch these videos and listen to all the news coming in while at work, and then while home, well, I caved about the new Animal Crossing, which is, for those who don't know, a kind of town simulation game where you go in, you're the mayor, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna keep these citizens happy. I'm gonna catch bugs and catch fish. It has a big collecting element to it, fish-wise, bugs, flowers, dinosaur bones, which is probably my favorite part. So apparently all I know these days are video games. I'll try to have a new topic for next week. Slash, I promise to have a new topic for next week. And Jason, I will see you on Tuesday.